David Fizdale is back with us here. You got Lakers and you got Celtics, and meanwhile, LA coach coming off of back-to-back road losses to the Sixers and the Pistons. So what has to change tonight in order for LeBron and company to get back in the win column?
Well, I think the biggest thing is a sense of urgency, right? I think it happens to all of these great teams. They have these lulls, especially when they're away from home. No one's in the crowd. You know, stars are performers. They get up to perform. Other than his legacy, which is a big deal for him, LeBron loves to play for crowds, and so he has to find new motivations to get up. And I think the Celtics is going to definitely be a team that gets him up, because that's a team that can be waiting for them at the end. The Sixers already got him on this trip, so I know the Lakers are going to try to initiate some urgency in their details and their effort to try to get a big win in Boston.
Well, Coach, and I know you know this as well, LeBron, part of that Heat team in those early 2010 decades where they ripped off, I mean, you guys ripped off those win streaks, talking double-digit win streaks, manufacturing the urgency that you're talking about. Meanwhile, as we talk to you and you're out there in California, as a young Lakers fan yourself growing up in the LA area, right, what are some of your favorite snapshots from this Celtics-Lakers rivalry?
Oh, man. I mean, right away, the first thing I think about is the physicality and the battles and the fights. So the clothesline right out the gate, when you talk about Mikhail Rambis and these guys, what it meant to them and what they were willing to do to win a game. These two teams hated each other. This is real rivalry, right? And they weren't even calling flagrant fouls then. It was get up and play. You shoot a couple free throws. Everybody go back to your corner. And so that was really what stood out to me, was just the absolute clashes. And then, you know, as you move through the history of it, I remember seeing vividly, you know, the Celtics crowds running out on the court and swarming the Lakers team, and literally like just ants, just taking them off the court. And I couldn't imagine. I was so sad because the Lakers had lost since I was a little kid. And then, obviously, what could it have been like if I was a Laker in that crowd being swept away by Celtics fans? That would have been horrific for me as a Laker. But then the last thing, obviously, was my hero growing up, the great Magic Johnson, when he exercised all those demons and he came across that lane with that baby hook over 3 Celtics. You know, that will be burned in my memory forever. I think that really took Magic from where he was, which was incredible, right, to super, super mega status, because he did it in Boston against the rivalry. And again, he was my hero. So, you know, those things stand out to me from my Laker lore.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.